How's the doctor working out?
Good. Good. Yeah.
Wait, you hesitated.
Well, no, because I went to a brain doctor today. It was a whole different thing.
What?
Yeah, it's a whole different story. But
Wait, are you okay?
I hope, right? Are we all okay though? That's the question.
Yeah, but like a brain doctor is a little bit different than a general doctor. Like,
Yeah, I know. But, baseball players probably go to arms and legs doctors more than normal people. And I go to a brain doctor occasionally, Listen, it's not
well,
about...
I hope everything's okay. Now I'm like
everything will
freaking
be
out.
fine. The earth will spin the same way as it always has. Listen, it's not about me.
Are you getting bad headaches?
Oh, my God.
I'm
This is
sorry,
not...
I just...
No, I'm not getting bad headaches. Just crazy brain fog, memory loss, and forgetting people's names that I know.
You're not forgetting Caitlin's name, though, are you?
No, God, I hope not. That would be terrible.
That would suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
You know how many times I've been called the wrong name from this one guy I dated? He kept calling me his ex-girlfriend's name, and I was like, can we not?
One time, with one girlfriend a long time ago, in my sleep, I would say another.
No.
I know, but not while I was.
God.
Not while I was conscious.
It doesn't matter. That's worse.
No, I can't control
Yes, it
that
is.
though.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. It was almost like, you know what it felt like? It felt like the Freddy Krueger movies where they just wouldn't go to sleep because they didn't want to get attacked by Freddy Krueger in their dreams. So I would just stay up all night going, if I don't fall asleep, I'll never say the other girlfriend's name.
But here's the thing that I would say, like if Mike were to say like one of his exes or whatever, or if I did too, clearly I was then thinking about them.
Yeah, but
during
maybe
the
you're
day
thinking of
to
them in
have
a
been
way
directed
that's
on
like, I don't know. Sometimes I'd see green dolphins and purple dinosaurs and crackers 10 feet tall. Does that mean I'm trying to, bang a cracker? No.
1,000%.
No, it doesn't. Okay, listen.
Yes, it does.
There's a reason that first of all, I love you coming on to talk because you're just such a good guest. But I did see where you are now selling your book, your pre-orders, and I was like, well, this gives me a good reason to talk to Jana again. So the book is called The Good Fight. Tell me about this book.
Okay, so yes, it's called The Good Fight. It's available for pre-order. It actually started I was writing a book, and long story short, that book got ripped up. And Mike and I decided to write a book together a few years after that book was ripped up. So we thought that I needed this book of probably 4 years ago. And I wanted to, I can hear my echo. So I'm going to get off my headphone really fast. Sorry.
No, you're good. I don't hear an echo, but go ahead.
All right, let me see if it's better. No, I can still hear it. That's weird. Oh, well. That's so weird. Do you guys hear the echo?
No. Hey, Mike, do you hear an echo? She hears an echo in her ears.
I don't hear an echo.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, it keeps throwing me off. Okay.
Are you on like a rotary phone with a cord that plugs into a wall, like a cup with a string in it? Any of that? No?
No, it's okay. So we'll just restart. Go ahead.
Well, we're leaving all this in. No, this is what we do. We leave it all in. Anyway, so you wrote this. You had a book you were writing initially. You ripped it up, or you deleted it, and then you decided what? You were going to do this book together?
Yeah, so once we realized that, because obviously we have our podcast Wind Down, and it's been great. We've been sharing our story, some of our crazy things that have happened, fights. But through all that, we've learned a lot of lessons through therapy. And so we started writing this book where basically each chapter starts with a fight. Not every chapter, but a lot of them. And
that's interesting.
How we resolved it. So maybe one of the chapters is about communication. So the fight in the beginning of that chapter is how we could have communicated better.
Interesting concept. I like that.
Yeah. So, what I like about it though is that it's written from both of our perspectives. So you see how I saw the fight, then you see how Mike saw the fight, and how we both could have done it better and differently, and like how we've learned to have better communication, or how we, have better boundaries, or just certain things that I think whether you're married, single, in a relationship, or wherever you're at in life, there's just ways that you can be a better person. Again, with communication, or, being a better team player, stuff like that.
You can pre-order the book at janaandmike.com, or also Amazon. And here's the thing about the pre-orders is that they do matter, because the first week that the book comes out, when all your pre-orders hit and your first week happens, you then get placement in stores based on that. So if you're listening to this, you think that would be an interesting book. I'll probably get it when it comes out. If you're so inclined to help Jana out, if you pre-order the book, it will actually help her out. And it is annoying to have to go and tell people to pre-order a book because I don't like buying stuff, honestly. I like to buy stuff. I like at my house in 2 days, Amazon Prime.
Yep.
I like to Uber Eats stuff if I can get it within an hour. But
1,000%.
it does help when you pre-order a book. Are you nervous about this? Is there anything you're revealing in it that you're like, oh boy, when this hits, it's definitely going to be something people want to talk about?
So there's two things. One of the things is, remember when I saw you and I said something to you in January?
Was it in the hallway here?
Yeah.
When I was like, hey, where's... tell me if I'm out of line. I was like, hey, I saw that Mike's gone. And you were like, I can't talk about it right now. And I was like, all right. And I just kept walking.
Yeah. I think I was like, we're separated.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So we talk about that and kind of just what happened. We were pretty private about it. But again, we've learned that it's helpful for others when we share because we're not alone in the things that we've gone through. So we share that, but then I also call myself out. When Mike was in rehab, there were some things that I had to get honest about. So it's hard, but it's not fair for Mike to put himself all the way out there and me not do the same.
I think that's fair. Mike just put up a quote up on my screen. It says, we put things in there that we haven't shared before about stuff surrounding our pregnancy with Jace and when I was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
But that Dancing with the Stars is early, huh?
That was when Mike and I were separated and he was in rehab.
Oh, okay. Got it. So you guys were together then when you did Dancing with the Stars?
I was, yeah. I got the call when he was in rehab, and I said, you know what, I'm doing it. I needed the distraction. And, looking back, I wish that he would have been there in the audience cheering me on, but it wouldn't have been real, knowing everything that we know now. So maybe there's an All-Stars, Bobby, and we can go back.
I would never. Listen.
No?
I'll say this. I loved doing that show. I loved the people. I loved every part of it, but I would not.
Won.
I would never go back. I can't beat that. I'll never encapsulate that moment again because everything was working for me. I figured out that I just figured out the plan. I figured out my strategy, and now people can use that strategy against me. So I will never do it again. If Bergeron leaves, I bet you I host it, but I don't know that he should leave. Like he's such a great host for that show. If he ever decided he wanted to retire, I would go back and host it, but I would never go on and be a contestant again.
Well, if Aaron left, then I'll co-host it with you.
I think that would be great. I think it would.
1,000%.
Yeah. So I was reading this list of shows that have been being binge watched during Corona while everybody's quarantined. Have you found that anybody has One Tree Hilled it or Friday Night Lights it to the point where they didn't really know you were in it, or they only came across you because of these shows?
1,000%. Actually, one of my friends that's a neighbor, she had no idea. And she goes, oh, my God. She's like, I had no idea. And it was Friday Night Lights. I said, yeah, I was in there for the second season. But it is interesting to find new people that are watching the show. And I'm binging Dead to Me and Defending Jacob are awesome.
Okay, so Dead to Me Season 2, I'm in that right now.
I just finished that last night.
Okay, I don't even know what Defending Jacob is. Is that one of the good-looking guys? Good. One of the Chris's?
Chris Evans.
So what's that about?
Apple TV. He's the district attorney, and his son is on trial for murder of a classmate. It's so good.
It is? Really?
Oh, it's so good. And the last episode comes out, Friday. So.
But do I want to watch? I'm watching Dave right now on FX. Have you watched Dave at all?
Is that the white rapper?
Lil Dicky? Yeah.
Mike is so into Lil Dicky. I'm like,
it's hilarious.
Please stop quoting Lil Dicky around the house.
Yeah, Dave is good. Did you watch the Michael Jordan documentary?
No, Mike did. I didn't watch it.
You don't care?
I mean, it's just not something like, we during the quarantine time, we need to do our thing. So he'll go upstairs and watch that, and I'll rewatch Sex and the City. We need our separation, too.
Is it offensive to you that I haven't seen either One Tree Hill or Friday Night Lights, a single episode of either one?
No, neither is my husband.
Oh, is that really?
Mm-mm.
It sounds like my girlfriend. She does not listen to the show. Could almost care less.
I like that better because they know that your girlfriend loves, can we say love, Bobby?
You can say whatever you want.
that, she loves you for you, not because of the personality that you are. And I think that's, yes, Mike knew my music, but he didn't know anything else that I did. So I like it when people know me for me first.
You deal with trolls always.
Yes.
Because here's what's happening with us. We had somebody that found Caitlin's personal email, has been harassing her like crazy, switching emails, emailing her. They create new Instagram accounts daily to harass her. You ever have to deal with something like that?
Yeah, I mean, people leave mean comments all the time, especially on our podcast comments about how, like, I'm such a bitch and Mike, is, he needs to leave and that I'm terrible. And it's so hard to read because I want to defend myself. And what I've been told, I want 100% approval rate. And I've recently found out that I'm never going to get that. And it's hard to accept that.
Yeah, the weird thing for her is she
never
didn't
get that.
Yeah, she didn't sign up for that part of it. I guess she did by being with me. But these people create new dead accounts with no followers. They don't follow it. They create it just to harass her. And then they delete it once she blocks them and they create another one. So we've actually reached out. We have a forensic, like a digital forensic who's found actually the person. But it's like, I can go in now and be like, hey, slap on the wrist, or do I wait for more of it to happen and then go, all right, here's your entire track record of harassment, and now, we throw you in jail or you pay a bunch of money. What would you do?
Honestly, I think people need to face the person, and that's how I would then determine what their punishment would be. Because I think some people, it's so easy to just be a piece of crap behind the computer and say mean things, but I want to physically be in front of you with probably someone, like I'd never myself, but be like, can you say those words to me, to my face right now? And if they can and they're still mean and vicious and have no empathy whatsoever, then yeah, cuff them, put the thing, make them go away. But if they have any remorse or they're sorry, then, maybe I would say, okay, just please be nice. You're hurting a real person.
You have any plans to celebrate 2 million followers on Instagram?
It's going to take me a while. I get more unfollowers than I do get followers some days. So I'm like, whatever.
At Jana Kramer has 71 followers and hasn't posted since 2012. Have you ever tried to buy that from her?
No.
Oh. How many pictures did you have to go through to pick a book cover picture?
Actually, we did not want that book cover. We fought our editor on that because we liked this other serious one. And our editor was like, no, like, please just like trust me on this. And we're like, yeah, but we're like laughing and smiling. And, and she's like, well, the book still has heart in it. You guys still make jokes about yourselves and you laugh at yourself, and you guys say a million times we don't have this figured out, but she's like, you don't want it to be so serious. And so now I love it, but in the very beginning I hated it.
Yeah, my last book cover, I tried to get my picture off the cover. I was like, I don't want to put my picture on it. I was like, I don't want to see me. People don't want to see me. I'm over me. And I put my foot down, but they have a bigger foot, and they said, we will put a picture, and you can either be involved in the process and help us pick one, or we're going to just pick one of you. And so, yeah, I lost that battle.
I know it was a battle, but now we're so happy about it. But we love it too because did you write it all yourself?
Oh yeah, I mean, I had to edit or switch stuff up and go. You should. My editor would do was go, okay, you wrote this. This is not good. Delete, but do more here. So I had some guidance, but I think that's what an editor does.
No, totally, and that's the same thing. Like we really didn't want a ghostwriter because I feel like with the books that we write, it's kind of like they'll take away our personality in it. So that's the same thing. Our editor was like, cut this out, add this, maybe tell a story here. And Sydney was so incredibly helpful.
Well, but look at you doing more. You've got baby chicks now too.
We just had to get rid of them because the HOA they wouldn't let us have a coop.
Really? Down where you live?
They wouldn't let us. They're like, you can't have any chickens or farm animals.
Right, because you live in like rich Personville, huh?
Half a mile down the road, so we delivered them yesterday.
Well. Hey, do we have a clip of her new song, Mike?
Yep.
All right, here, let's play this. Because you are. And are you paying right now for your own music, Jana, to make it?
Yeah.
Well, no need to be sad about that. I mean,
it's embarrassing. I will say I'm in my office right now, and before we talked, I was cleaning, and I saw my ACM award, and I was like, man, I failed. And I had like a kind of a pity moment for myself. But
did you fail, or are you just creating a better comeback story? That's what it is.
But I'll never have a record deal again,
I don't think that's
okay,
true.
though.
Why would you even say
that? Oh, come on, Bobby. We debate this all the time. I'm an old, like, washed up female singer.
Again,
we don't get radio comeback.
Okay, but I'm going to say this again. This doesn't even have to do with you, okay? I'm going to say something that has nothing to do with you. I'm going to talk about not even female artists, but artists in general. What we've seen is a trend go back and forth in country music over the last 80 years, which is a big enough sample size to go, there are always times in country music where they go young and edge, but then in country music, you also see those times where older artists come back, like in 40s, 50s, who just get started at that age, and there's a big trend of those songs resonating stronger. So I never count out art, and it only takes one or two people to break open the whole levee for someone. Like Sarah Evans just put out a record of basically covers, and I know Sarah a little bit. We're not friends or anything, and I was like, that's a pretty good freaking record. I was surprised at how good it was. But if one of those songs were to catch, just as an example, then it opens the door for anyone who is not 22. But aside from that, I think you're still current. And I think if you just hit with the right song at the right time, a lot of things have to line up, but that's for every situation. If a lot of things line up.
No, I mean, I love that outlook for sure. I think it's more of just like I get embarrassed sometimes, if I'm being like totally honest. You know? Yeah,
it keeps us a bit humble when we need it. I mean, I'm embarrassed every day.
Why?
I have to bend over backward, grind, drag my nose. Everything I get is not through talent. It's not through anything other than me just sitting in the game, working for a longer period than other people have to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand.
I hear you on that though, because it's like I'm always like, okay, like because of the situations and the hands that we get dealt, we're like, okay, we have to fight a little bit harder and we have to push really hard and we got to get those pre-orders and we got to, we have to keep inventing, because if not, if you stop inventing, you're done. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree, and we have to hustle. And for me, I think a lot of people just assume I like to hustle. I don't like to hustle. Give me some free stuff. Give me something free. Give me the treat. I'll take a treat. But nobody is like, no, we know Bobby. Bobby wants to work for it. He wants to hustle. No, I don't want to hustle. I want to sit down on my couch and have offers come to me like I just got my first ever my own TV show announced a couple days ago. First ever of my own. I've been on a bunch of shows, but never had my own. And everybody's like, look at you. I've been like, what are you talking about? For like 20 years, I've been beating on doors. I've been screaming, begging, writing. Like, look at you, overnight success. Like, anyway, there she is, Jana Kramer.
Show? What did I miss?
Oh, I have a show that was announced at Disney Upfronts 2 days ago that's called Breaking Bobby Bones. That will be on Nat Geo in a bunch of countries, including America, obviously. And we start shooting in July.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I got to create it myself. Developed it with the team there.
It just dropped at your doorstep, didn't it, Bobby?
Yeah. It just showed up in a package. Like, here's a show. No, we had to create it myself. Nobody had faith.
Oh, I have faith in you.
Thank you. Well, I have faith in you. Everyone, check out Jana's book. If you're thinking that you may want it in September and you have the heart, and I know you do, get that pre-order if you can. There's a clip.
To nibble on the best time sellers list, and we really do.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Hey, tell me about this new song real quick.
Untouchable?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's a 10-year-old song. It was one of my favorite songs ever. The label, they had their words, and I still loved it so much. I never put it out because I was afraid that it was going to just be a deep album cut, and now I got to release it as a single, and it's for me, I don't want people to ever settle in a relationship, and I feel like a lot of times I've settled in the past, and there is a love that's so great out there it's untouchable. Nothing's going to break it. Nothing's going to break, like nothing. It's not going to bend. It's not going to break. It's just going to be there, and I just want people to believe in that.
Consistent with her message. There she is, Jana. Hey, Jana, always wonderful to talk to you. Anytime you have anything that you're doing, I'm happy to promote it because you're such a good guest.
I love you, Bobby. I'm so excited for you.
All right, talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, friend.
Hey, guys, it's Bobby Bones. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and then go check it out. A lot of artists, a lot of songwriters, a lot of music. Welcome to the Bobbycast channel.